deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Blue 58. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a Packer first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Just like that. Just like that.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Giants 0. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, ready? 27. Check, Mike, 27. Watch the run. Watch the run. Boom, boom. Baby, that's baby side. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Let's go. Come on.
Now Jackson on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check 15. Check 15.
The sack cost him only a yard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Mike 51. Mike 51. 51.
This time Jackson will throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
319. Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert. 3 down. 3 down.
On the delay, Jones. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You better break. Slam.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again with Jones. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Rodgers. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
"35's the mic. No gain. Yeah. Come on. Mike 35. So we got man. 35's the mic.
Jackson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. It's the 6. Pull it. Half.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We own them. Check. Fresno. Hatchet. Zip it. On the rep. Let's go right here.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
35's the mic. I'm trying to collect. Mike 35.
Now And this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the option. 63 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson, options out left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jair Alexander up to make the...
Second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
35 to Mike. Let's go. Hop on. Check safety.
On second and 9, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Four down. Undercrush. I got motion. Mike,
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Oh, throw it. Mike, 35. Hey.
Here's Jackson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the Packers' 29-yard line.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Charles Clay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You got three down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 9. Shit. Watch, go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
35's the Mike. Bound to lose one. Mike 35. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Switch. Delta. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Barkley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 35's the mic. Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike 35.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. He wants it all for the end, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Hollywood Brown. Touchdown Giants.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Rodgers going to throw. He can run for it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. It's great. We want it. Come to my world. Bang, 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 bang. Check 3, check 3.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Here we go, here we go. 35's the mic. Get him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Adams has it, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike. Single. Mike 35. Take off.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready. Watch the run. Hey, check 24. Sponge. No. Press slow. Drive on. Rush in. Set. Go. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. the right side by Jones. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
My fault is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing. It's late.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Vic Beasley in there to drop, continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator? And the pressure gets to him again. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like